Supreme Court unanimously overturned, the Colorado Supreme Court decision to disqualify Donald Trump from the presidential ballot on the grounds that he engaged in an insurrection. Look, I said from the start, when everyone started talking about this last year, that this would be the end result. The court ruled the ballot disqualification cannot stand, and all 9 justices agreed that one state can't make a decision that impacts everyone else in a federal election like this one. But as predictable and sort of obvious as this outcome was, many in the left-leaning media have been essentially wish-casting for months, telling their audience that this would be the thing that would finally get them rid of Trump. They were spoon-fed this pipe dream from the start.
The U.S. Constitution pretty clearly disqualifies him from holding office.
You've said a couple of times that Trump tried to carry out a coup, he tried to overthrow democracy. Doesn't that mean he meets the criteria in the 14th Amendment?
Legal scholars left and right are lining up behind the position, the interpretation of the Constitution, that Donald Trump is already disqualified.
It does seem like the 14th Amendment is very clear. I think that it's pretty clear that it does bar them, and I'm optimistic.
I mean, these kinds of comments were being made all the way through January when the U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear the case. I can't tell you the number of people who were saying to me, what about the 14th Amendment? What about the 14th Amendment? Well, here's how in the left-leaning media they were responding.
There is a right legal answer, Jen, and it's one offered by William Baude and Michael Paulson, who are 2 conservative Federalist Society lawyers, and they say Trump is disqualified. And yes, Trump has many defenses, but they all fail. He doesn't actually have good legal arguments, and so hopefully the advocates can really bring that about on Thursday and make that point clear and can speak truth to power and say, look, you Supreme Court, you've talked all about the original intent of the founders. Here, the original intent of the founders is very clear. Someone like Donald Trump has no business running for office in our constitutional democracy.
Except all 9 justices, including the liberal ones, rejected the apparently right legal answer. They said it was wrong. Even after the unanimous ruling today, there's still those casting doubt on the process and the outcome.
And it left basically unenforced, and for all practical purposes, unenforceable, the Constitution's main protection for democracy when it is threatened by a would-be dictator who tries to overthrow the Constitution, stay in power beyond the end of his term, doesn't quite succeed, and then tries again.
If he is found to be an insurrectionist, the way I read this, he can still be the President of the United States. And I thought that the 14th Amendment and our framers knew better.
Trump gave a sort of rambling response to the decision, taking a victory lap in which he called the decision unifying for America. But really, it's not even a sign of a unified court, because this was an easy one. There was just no way the court was going to decide that Colorado could just prevent Trump from running for president. And I actually think that the left-leaning media did their audience a great disservice by giving them hope that that even might be the case. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.